Hello everyone, my name is Joe Pacha and welcome to a Minecraft live stream. This is my first video on Minecraft, and I've been building a world with my friend Colin, as you can see by the name of this world, Colin and Joe's World. It's kind of funny and generic, but whatever. I wanted to give you a tour of what we've built and stuff because I kind of find it quite nostalgic already. I've stayed up and we've had many nights building this world casually. It's been very, very fun. So I wanted to mark this and date this for myself. It is Friday, February 21st, 2020 at 12:31, approximately 12:30 when the live stream started, but it's now 12:31. And I wanted to just show you our castle and things that we're working on and, why I think it's so cool and some things that we have. I'm definitely a beginner in Minecraft. I don't really do survival, I do creative. I just, like building stuff. So a world tour of our little thing that we're building, some plans I hope to have. We kind of make this world, I guess you could say, kind of cinematic in a way, in the sense that we try to build this with a story that goes along with what we're building. Like there's things in our world and things in this castle that we've built that we've made up a story with, and we've built around that idea for a story. So let's ignore all this right now. We're just gonna ignore all this that you see right here, and we're actually gonna I'm gonna give you a very, very detailed tour of our place, what we have going on so far. Again, we are both, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily new at the game. I played it ever since 2009, but I bought this on PS4 a year ago and started to play it, and I'm getting better every day. So being more creative with the things that we do and whatnot. So this is the outside of our castle. This over here, this is what my girlfriend wrote, and this is her place in the world. Very pretty. It's got a little wolf. Anyway, I wanted to cover this that you see here. This is what we're going to be covering today, and it's very big. So again, I'm a beginner, so please don't leave any comments, oh you suck, and oh this and that. Working on it. This is the first time I've properly played this for a while, and I've definitely learned. You can tell when we go through this mansion or this castle or whatever, you can tell through the areas that the construction gets more creative and better looking because we just get better at the game. So it originally started out like this, and I know this looks silly, it looks so funny, but we're gonna have this big dome that goes over this by the end of it that won't make it look so weird. So we originally started this brick, not this whole stretch right here where this black highlighter is highlighting over the squares. This over all the way over here, this big like eye shape was never there. It was originally just this little brick, this part of the brick, all the way around in this like tiny, into like this just tiny home with one floor, and then it eventually became this floor, and then it moved up to this floor, and then it moved all the way up here. And it's not just, it's not just up, it goes down, and it goes left, and it goes right, and it goes back, underground. There's so much. So the reason you might see all these notes and stuff, I don't know if a lot of people understand the emotion behind it, but like there's just this kind of cool nostalgic feeling leaving these like signs inside of the building and stuff, and warning, construction inactive until Saturday, January 25th. It's very cool to think about that. Oh, we were working on this during that night, and we had so much fun. Just nostalgic things that we leave behind in here just for memories and stuff. So this sign was put about a week after this was put. We started it on Friday night when I got off work at about 11:30, and then we kept doing it through the weekend through Sunday. On January 18th was when we began, and January 19th is when we founded it. So that was put there. Let's actually get into it. So we have a nice little carpeted area, and again, this is the very first area we built. It's very basic. It gets more complex as we go through the system because we've gotten better at the game, and we're slowly easing out of the beginner area and going into more creative as we do more of the creative mode. So we have an armor stand, my bed, his favorite color is green, mine is blue. This seems very nerdy, but very, very, very fun. I don't know why this blue patch is here. That should be fixed. So this is the first room. We have this painting, just some torches and whatnot. So I'm going to try and go in order of what was built, and then we'll, you know, we'll work up to what I remember is new. Some things are going to be out of order, so that's okay though. So this was the second thing we ever built. This upstairs, we have a sign that says, "Warning, it is recommended to not proceed beyond here." The story behind this castle was we found 3, maybe even more. We'll just see if we add more. We found 3 nether portals in a field one day, or far away, and we built this castle to prevent people from finding it. The reason this castle was built, the story behind it is to keep the nether portals hidden away from people, is the only reason this castle is built. So we have a 4 set of doors that leads to this nether portal. We have some dragon heads, some redstone torches, and then we're going to ignore this for now. But in the event of an attack, use this hidden tunnel to the right. This is, I wouldn't say a fairly new construction, but newer than a lot of the things in here. So those who enter now face an endless maze. That was like the first, that was the second sign we ever put in here. That's the first, that's the second. So then after that, we built even more up. And again, you can tell this is very basic, you know. There's not a lot of color or contrast with these rooms, but you will see that with our advanced playing, we got better and, you know, things improve. So this was like the third area we ever built. I keep this sign here just because it's nostalgic. I just remember when we put it here. Very cool. It'll be cool to come back in like a year or two and just see all this. It'll be crazy. So it says this area is currently under construction, even though it is technically finished. Might be stuff we might want to add on, and I've just again, it's there for nostalgia purposes. So this is we hop up here. This is one of the newer rooms. It's still not new, but it's not the first thing I ever built. And then this, I believe this is what we finished on the very first night of playing when him and I played. When we really got hooked. This is the first that we built this outlook, a little outpost outlook. You can see a bunch of you see the forestry ahead, and you can see the destroyed little mountain cavern over there to the left. Just a lookout outpost. You know, you can see a lot of things in the distance. Another castle founded January 19th, 2020. We keep that here. We have a chest, which just for aesthetic purposes, not really to really store anything here. And then we have this rail cart system, which we'll get into later. And then we have what we call like a little defense. We say they're flares. They originally all in these dispensers were all white, but you know we were just messing around with the colors. So, but with all the white fireworks, we call it like our anti-missile or rocket whatever system. You know, just being imaginative. So then we have this. I don't know why there's actually a hole here. Hold on. A bit weird. So, anyway. And part of the ladder's missing. Huh. It's weird. So, anyway, let me fix this real quick and then we'll get back on track. This video is for you guys, of course it's for you. But it's also for me to when I look back, you know, in like a year or two, I'll be like, man, I remember when we did all this, you know, just for fun. So let's close this up. That's basically the top. I'll show you the railroad, the tracks eventually for the carts. So we'll go down now. So this a little bit of trivia beyond this door right here was hold on. That looks a bit better. Put that door back. There we go. That's a little better. Beyond this door, everything beyond this door right here, I wouldn't say is fairly new, but close this. But this is the newer part of the castle. So this is like the original area that we built on January 18th or 19th. Anyway, we're gonna head down below, and then like the fourth or fifth area we ever built was the library. This fallout shelter and nuclear silo is something really badass we built, which is underneath here, which is new. This was not here. Originally it was just the library, and there wasn't a hole here in the ground. And now we have a nuclear silo below, which is absolutely crazy. It took about 2 hours total to build, but it's really cool. You will get to see that eventually. So that little library we have down there, and we are going to eventually make these all different stones make these all different blocks besides just basic stone. Then we have oldest lava flow discovered in 1322. We have that there with some orange carpet and then lava or magma blocks below. We might want to change those eventually because we're trying to keep this, again, cinematic, like we're two normal dudes. And in survival, if you stand on this stuff, you get burnt and hurt. So, you know, might have to change that just for logic purposes. This entrance to something I will show you later, that's all new. This little hiding spot is all new. These stairs are all new that go up here. This is actually pretty old. This ladder here is one of the... let me change this just for cool looking purposes. Let's change the weather. Oh, the weather's fine. Let's change the time, I mean. So this taking out this and the stairs and the hiding spot, and this door right here. The lava air. This was one of the really original structures built. These stairs weren't here eventually, but it was nothing before, and it was even down here wasn't hollowed out. So then we go down here, and this was again one of the more original places built was this railroad track that leads. We've got this walkway up here, which I'll show you later. That's one of the newest spots that was built. And then down here, this is where the track leads to, which is nothing too fancy. Just, you know, I'll actually show you the end here. It just goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And it does reach. We do have to patch this. Let me actually patch it right now, just with my stomach is growling. There we go. Okay, so. Oop. What the? Oh, come on. Okay, so anyway, back to the start. So this was one of the original structures. Was this minecart track, and it will only get further in age as we continue through. So now I kind of just forget what originally was built. Not this little hidden passage. But this right here. You head down, and right here, this door leads into this cavern, which is, again, one of the more original spaces. This door is brand new. That never used to lead anywhere. Neither did this one, so we'll close that up. We'll save that for later. Meditation and Peace Room, one of our more fancier looking rooms. You know, got some gold and a assload of diamond. Then whatever that is. I forget what that is. So we have a ladder that goes up here. Again, all of this stone will be eventually be changed into more colorful or more rustic blocks, just depending on what we want. So this room, I haven't decided. There are many spots within this castle that are unknown, and we leave it that way for interpretation, or even for it to remain a mystery. You know, like the idea behind some of this castle is that if someone ever intrudes or intrigues and they find themselves, they stumble in here and they're intruders, you know, story wise, that people get lost. Some of this is a maze on purpose. So then we have, this is just cool. I've always thought, I got this idea here from like old games, like Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3, even like, as silly as it sounds, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. I've always loved the idea of seeing accessible areas in a different place, but not being able to get to them. Like, for instance, in SpongeBob Battle of Bikini Bottom, you could see parts of the game that you could travel to, but they were far off in the distance and you couldn't access it without like a loading screen or whatever. Loved that idea, and I don't know why, but this is one of the instances where you can see the sign for the lava flow that we were just there. You can't see the lava. I just like it. It's just really cool. You know, for some reason, it's just really cool to me. The idea that you can see an area that you can access, but you can't get to it unless you take a long road back or something like that. So this was what I was talking about earlier. This was that escape route. We'll cover that in a second. We'll go back down to that door. So this is in the event of an attack, use this hidden tunnel to the right. Everything is connected in this castle. So then we'll go through this and this, which I love the idea of connecting areas. So you take, this is like a little hiding spot, nothing major if you wanted to, and this connects right to the lava flow. And then right here is the little gate that we were talking about, you know, that the cool idea or whatever. So this is nothing. This is, again, just part of the castle to confuse someone, and there may be more here constructed eventually. As of now, it's unknown. Currently unknown. I don't know if anything's going to be added there yet or soon. We're focusing on other things too. So this, nobody's going to get this. This is Taco Shack. We have a restaurant in the castle, and it's called Taco Shack. This is actually an homage, which this is, as a kid, Colin and I would play at our middle school, or we'd play at our elementary school, and we made up, there's like this little rock climbing wall, and you know, you could go underneath it, because at the top, you could, once you climb the rock climbing wall, there was a slide, and there was grates you could walk on, and then you could get on the monkey bars. And Taco Shack was underneath the rock wall that little kids could climb, and there was like little cutouts inside the plastic of the rock wall, you know, like little circles that you could climb through, and it would just lead into mulch. I mean, underneath it was just playground. So we homaged our childhood Taco Shack, and we actually built one. This is our restaurant, and again, this is one of the more fancier rooms. Because this is when we increased when we, you know, gained a little bit more knowledge about things, and, you know, building more stuff that looked cool. Now the reason this is how it is, I'll show you eventually. This is a hidden kind of room. So we have our menu. We have Taco Shack, beef taco $3.49, chicken taco $3.99, and Baja fish taco, which is another homage to our childhood. If we loved eating those from, I think it was Long John Silver's, their Baja fish tacos. Or was that where was that? I forget. Did Taco Bell do that? Yeah, Taco Bell did do that. Didn't they have, I gotta look that up. So I don't know. That was, I think that was Long John Silver's, wasn't it? I think so. I hope so, at least. Anyway, let's get out of Taco Shack and let's head into this area. There are a lot of doors through this cavern is because we are purposely hiding something. One of the nether portals, another one, and this is purposely, actually it was accidental, but this door, you open it like this and you're going towards the nether portal, you'll never realize that if you open it again, we just have another little hidden chest. There's not a room back here or anything, but just another chest, just another hidden thing. So, warning, danger beyond this point, and many doors to conclude that, and many doors to warn people, to scare people away, like, hey, there are a lot of doors, maybe you shouldn't go down here, but we're going to do it anyway. So you'll find many dragon heads in these cutouts of the walls. You just have to look for them. Some of them are pretty hidden, that's pretty obvious. Some of them, not so much. You might just run by and not even look, but there's 3 dragon heads, and, you know, you open this door, and then you'd open that door, and then you're inside this little crazy room. The colors and the blocks have no meaning. It's just for color, just for aesthetics. Now we have a skeleton horse inside of this little cage-ish area. And now that I actually have that I actually found out what the name of these are, we can actually replace this with this. I wanted it to look like this. I just didn't know what the name was for. There you go. That's pretty cool. So anyway, then you have 2 doors for here. It's like your last chance, and then here we are at another nether portal. Now the cool thing, we'll go into the nether, we'll go back out, or back into the. Might take a second to load. Usually if you go in and out of the nether too quickly, sometimes it takes a while to load. Other times the terrain of the game might not load entirely, which is really weird. But, yeah, that happens. So we'll wait till this loads. There we are. Boom, we are back in the little spot where we had that escape tunnel. And our second floor that we ever built. So if you go in one nether portal and you go back in it, then you get, I don't know if it's the same with everyone, but you usually get sent to another nether portal. And it's pretty cool because if you want to, you know, Colin and I played like hide and seek, Minecraft hide and seek in here. And if you want to get away from someone real quick, jump in another portal, jump back in again, you'll be teleported somewhere else. So now we gotta go back down. We will find our place yet again. Let's get back up here. Let me make sure that was it. Yes, that was. I'm pretty sure that in that area down there, that was all that I needed to show you. So now let's look at this. This is one of the newer passages that I added just to make everything connect. I like that idea. As I've said before, I like the idea of everything in the game connecting, or what you're building. So this is just the tunnel for the meditation peace room. Now this, I'm actually going to show you the area that that door leads to before we actually go down that tunnel, because you'll see that in about 2 minutes. So we'll head back up these stairs, and we will... Actually, let me... yeah, I still have to show you that area before I show you these steps. It's very important, if you will. So, let's head through this door, finally. This is one of the later built things, about 2 to 3 weeks after we were playing this game. I say about 2 weeks. Colin built this part of the area, or this part of the castle. So this is another trap door that leads to just this little room. Then the room above is currently under construction, which it's not anymore, but again, just another nostalgic thing. We have a cartography table, another little outlook, little window outpost. You can consider these rooms outposts, I suppose. So that's really it for that's all that connects to. Oh, before I forget, let me show you, because it's up there. I didn't get to it. Up here, where I showed you the outlook, right here, this one. Well, right to the left, when you hop down these little trap doors, is a trap room for invading people, which again is more of the story thing. People really can't invade the server, but you know, story-wise, they walk in here. You shouldn't have come in here. You know, they run in and hop in. What the? You know, they fall if they're lucky. If they're not looking, and they whoop, and they whoa. Yep, that's whoa, gosh, that's pretty cool. So let's head back down, and we can get back on track here. So again, let's go back in this room. This was actually one of the more recent. Again, this is just another random connecting room, really nothing of importance. This is a long brick hallway that leads into a dining hall, which the long table looks like a big chocolate bar, but this is our long dining hall. And then we have, that leads to somewhere. I'll show you that in a bit. Then we have, we have some friggin' tridents that I guess I threw. We have a fireplace. This I added recently. I added this about a week and a half after this room was constructed. This is just a long dining hall made of brick wood and a big wood table with the trap doors for the top. Now this is something I wrote for Colin because we hadn't played in a while. I was getting a little emotional. I said, I miss you, brother. We hadn't played in a moment. Thinking of you, Joe, February 1st, 2020, 11:40 p.m. I wrote a note. I don't know. I just, again, think that's something cool that's just sitting there. You know, one of those things. So we have a trap door, and I think I just... Okay, that's weird. So one of the newest areas and one of the coolest, in my opinion, is this. You might now this is, oh, it looks so boring because like we're in this wooden friggin' thing, and if you break the blocks behind a painting, you can make hidden. I'm reading a friend's comment. Paintings aren't solid blocks. That is cool, Brennan. Thank you. Thanks so much for that. I appreciate that tip. That's really cool. That's very cool. So, this might look like it's like a normal wooden passageway, but up above we have this huge cavern. Don't exactly know what we're going to do with it yet, but painting is not solid. That's freaking badass. Thanks, Brennan. I appreciate that. So, yeah, exactly. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with this yet, but whoop! I didn't mean to. I did not mean to go under here. Let's get back on track here. So, this connects much more than you think it does. So we're gonna go up this ladder, and then we have a series of a bunch of doors. Again, I want to reiterate the fact that all of these blocks will be changed. Rooms will be updated because we have gotten better at the game. You know, we're not such noobs. We're still noobs, but you know, this is the first time I've properly played the game in years. all this will be changed to be much more aesthetically pleasing. So there's just another, it kind of looks like a meditation room, and then this connects, it's very confusing, back up to the room that leads into the little wooden area. So we'll go back up this, and then this is literally, that's all the room is right there. This is just another stone room, and then we're going to run down here. And we have another nether portal into this cavern area. I like the idea of the nether portal in the cavern area. It's very rustic, and it's very, very kind of eerie feeling. You know, it's in this cavern that drips with water, and it's very old and beaten down and, you know, whatnot. So let's close that up. And over here is just a whole bunch of nothing. Don't know what that's going to be yet. Again, this whole thing is under construction, and has been for quite a while. So this will eventually lead through another tunnel. This is this is one of my favorite spots. We're gonna just breeze through a bunch of doors, a bunch of hallways, go down these steps, another series of doors, and we come to what I showed you earlier, this clear glass walkway that the rail track runs underneath, and then this connects to the I'll show you in a second, to the door that leads to the meditation and peace room, all the way back in the we're all the way back in the lava flow taco shack area. Now let's show you this hidden area. We have this trapdoor over here. This little stairway leads to something with this nice little, just a few flowers up here just to look nice. And then this is actually like really just a hiding spot for one of our, like, when him and I play like a hide and seek game, or you know, whatever in here. Very, very fun. Then we have this trapdoor that leads up these steps. A sign that says Taco Shack is below. Just, again, one of the creepy, eerie feelings. Like, everything is connected and everything is everywhere. And then we run through here, and we lead back into here. It all connects, and even though the dining hall area, which is where we're in right now, up here feels very far away compared to the rest of the castle area, it connects very quickly. You know, quickest way to point A to point B, A to B is a straight line. And that's what we did. Now, let's show you the nuclear silo, because this was the most complex thing him and I have ever built. It wasn't as hard, I should say, and it's still pretty like, it's not like super crazy looking. But we are now arriving inside our fallout shelter and our nuclear silo. Everything is made out of metal or court steps. You know, they didn't have any metal steps. So fallout shelter established February 15th, 2020 a.m. time. With this little walkway and glass. This glass is just to see through. I mean, the base outline and foundation is going to protect from a nuke. So this is the area I said, let's ignore this and let's start one at the very beginning of the stream. This was the area you saw there. We'll head through this door. All these doors, you imagine they're closed. I mean, some of these are open because we were building. Nuclear site established February 15th, 2020. This is where things get very interesting. So, we head down this long hallway. Warning, nuclear silo ahead. Nuclear silo is where a nuclear missile is housed. And why would we have a silo without a nuke? So, we have steps that lead up into the nuclear facility and the silo. This is just like a hiding, not hiding spot, but it could be if we're doing the hide and seek thing. And then we come to the nuclear silo with a nuclear bomb. This is our replication of a missile. Technically a Titan II missile. And it is huge. This may kind of look small. We can get all the way down there, and the missile is gigantic. This silo took a while to build. We had to do a lot of hollowing out, a lot of finding out how to properly hollow out the cavern so we didn't spill water everywhere. Nuclear control console below, which are just two shulker boxes that we have. They look really close to like a control panel. Nuclear control console, authorized personnel use only. Let me get back up here, close that. Now we have lanterns. We really wanted to use something modern looking for the nuclear silo, so lanterns it was. Titan missile maintenance latch, which was open when I last used it. My bad, sorry. And now we are inside of the nuclear silo with the nuclear bomb. The only gripe is I kind of, now looking at it, wish this was a bit bigger. I want it to be absolutely huge. We're talking about like the silo, the actual foundation around here. But, I mean, it's still absolutely gigantic. And then we have steps that lead down to where you can actually, you can actually do maintenance on the nuclear bomb. You can get underneath it, you can walk, press the buttons, whatever. This was modeled very loosely on a Titan II missile, just the design and the blocks and everything. And then we have the tip at the top. And, yeah, and then we have the nuclear latch, or the blast door that opens when a nuclear missile is fired. And we have the control console over there that you can, it kind of reminds me of something from SCP. SCP Containment Breach, and just getting a vibe from that. So, this is our nuclear silo. And this is our nuclear bomb. Inside of the castle, we have just a random nuke. So anyway, that is our Titan missile maintenance latch with our nuclear bomb right there. And we have steps that lead, of course, back into the bunker, and then we'll just fly back. This is when we really started to get detailed with our the little castle mansion thing. So let's see what else there is. I'm sure I'm missing something, although that is essentially the majority of our castle and what we've built. Let's see here. There's a few more things I wanted to show you. Let's see what comment I got. Hello, person. Aniceto Hercliano Pishpa, who wants a Bugatti? And he said, "Hey, queer. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? You wanna be queer with me? You wanna be queer with me, bro?" So, let me reload, because as I said, if you go through another portal too fast, some of the level will deload. So we're actually gonna have to back out and reload it, which is silly, but whatever. What can you do? So, anyway, we're going to reload the world, and then I'm going to show you a few more things, and that'll be it. Again, this is, of course, for anyone that wants to watch. It's not just for me, but it is also just for, you know, memory and being kind of proud of the work that him and I did, and nostalgia, just to come visit it in a year or two, or maybe even 10 years, and just be like, this is crazy. I remember when we did this when we were kids, you know. If you can make memories that last, do it. So, anyway. Hopefully everything loads back. Yes, perfect. So, this over here is something that him and I are working on. It is actually a replica of Colin's old house, my best friend that used to live this house. This is not a house. I mean, if someone's house looked like this, I'd be very concerned. But this is a work in progress of his old house that used to be in Danville, Indiana, where he used to live with me before he moved to Tennessee. And you know, we're working on a scale replica of his home, because we've always talked about it. He hasn't been in there in, like, geez, I don't even know, like nearly 10 years. That's when he moved, like 10 years ago. And so, a quick tutorial of this. We have his garage, and we began this too when we like finished I'd say like the library area of the castle is when we started doing this. So we were still very new with Minecraft, properly playing it. He was more so than I. I mean, I played it before. Upon the castle's construction, that was his first time ever playing it. So this was a dining room table, and then kitchen's gonna be somewhere over here. This was a little room, like a main room inside of the house, and then a long hallway that leads to the bedroom. Guest room. This is actually a bathroom. His grandfather's office in the house, and then the downstairs area. And obviously, this is under construction. This is the roofing, and will be a house eventually. As of now, it is not, because obviously it's not finished. Not a house. Again, I'd be concerned if someone lived inside of that. So let's fly over here. kind of want to give you a little tour of my girlfriend's little home. You see, she just like, look at this. You got this nice, lovely little petite home that a girl has, and you know she has her little dog, and everything's lovely. And then over here, you got two friggin' sweaty dudes that build this giant castle in the distance that houses a freaking nuclear bomb. That's what I'm talking about, man. So, anyway, she's got this that she's working on. A little waterfall. She's got a beacon, which is really cool. She built. Then I built this. This is like kind of a. It has parrots in it right now, but this is kind of an aquarium. Kind of like a little, you know, a little viewing, a little see-through glass aquarium. So this is one of the newer constructions. This was built about 2 weeks ago. Let's head back over. Again, look at this. You got this nice little home, this little cottage where this girl lives, and then you got this freaking castle over in the distance at her backyard where a nuclear bomb is. This is great. Again, I want to show you this too. I want to reiterate the fact that this structure looks like so stupid. I mean, it looks like, I really don't even know. It looks like a matchstick, and it looks like, oh, I just don't even know. Anyway, let's get out a cart. I want to show you the track. I built this was one of the. It's not newer, but it's not old. It's something we kind of built in the middle. This track, where there it is. So I want to show you the track. You're supposed to go this way, and then I'm not even gonna hold down on any analog. I'm just gonna let it do its thing, and I think it's pretty cool what it does. It took me a while to build this. Again, I'm not touching anything. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Heck yeah, this isn't finished either. I'm sure it will lead I'm sure it will lead somewhere eventually. As of right now, I don't really know. He should be on sometime this weekend. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. So, these banners are all new. The colors, again, blue and green. My favorite color is cyan or blue. His favorite color is green, you know, just a little symbolism. Then we have this little dispenser and whatnot. Very noobish, very, very beginner-like, but, you know, I like it. It's been really fun doing it with him. That sounded gay. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we have to show you before I end the stream. Let's see. So we got those. Yeah, we covered that. Yeah, this is so crazy to think. I just didn't know that the paintings are not solid. And now I've just got to figure out a place to put a painting for like a secret room. It's gonna be, oh man, it's gonna be badass. Let's see. I showed you all that. Oh, didn't show you this. So these stairs lead up on this little. You kind of have to, have a good balance to get across this. You got to know what you're doing, I guess. Don't want to jump down there. That'll be the taco shack area, where it says taco shack is below. But we follow this, and then we go this way. Then we go up here, and we are inside the little dining room. Why am I streaming? Why do you think I am streaming? I'm going to assume you are a little kid, or you just don't know how to speak English based on your profile picture. One of the two. So yes, that little thing leads back into the little dining hall with the chocolate bar table. Then we have our armor. That's his. That's mine. And I didn't show you this either. This little tunnel obviously connects to the, you go from the meditation and peace room all the way up, and it will lead you right back into the main hall with a painting. Yeah, oh yeah, I do have one more thing to show you. We did put a warning that the castle does have a nuclear silo. In the outside, it looks like really weird. You wouldn't expect any. It's just like, oh, these guys are just building a castle, leave them alone. And then far off in the distance, you had a freaking nuclear bomb. which is in fact right here. The right below here is the nuclear silo. Nuclear blast door enclosed on this site, which is right here. This is what we mimicked. And then warning, nuclear missile site. And we need to patch this up so nobody finds it, but we've got this gaping hole where the nuclear silo is. And these are the steps that you take to get inside. And, yep, pretty cool. Then right under here is the... This is, again, this was going to extend to about, like, right here. You know, I did want it to be a bit bigger, but, you know, things happen. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see more future Minecraft videos. If you want to see anything on survival, I can't promise you that I'm going to be any good because I have to learn. That takes some skill. Survival is not necessarily the easiest thing to get down at first. But I certainly would do my best if that's what you guys want to see. So yeah, if you want to see more of this, just definitely let me know. And there is a story to everything you see on this map. That is blown up because I like blowing stuff up. That is there for nostalgia. This castle is here because it's friggin' badass. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Please let me know what you want to see next, game-wise, video-wise, and I will do my best to get on it. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Get some rest. I will see you some other time.